in the heart of a sun-drenched kingdom, where the rivers sang and the trees whispered secrets, there lived a king whose power was not forged in steel, but in rhythm. Behold, the legendary drum of plenty. One beat, and golden platters of steaming rice, sizzling meats, and honeyed fruits would cascade from thin air, feeding every soul from the lowliest antelope to the mightiest elephant. No hunger, no want, no war. The entire kingdom danced in perfect harmony, bellies full, hearts lighter than morning mist. But every enchantment carries a shadow. The king alone knew the iron rule whispered by the ancestors: never, ever step on a fallen branch. Break that one sacred law, and the drum's magic would twist like a serpent, turning feasts into fury, laughter into terror. Deep in the forest, a humble tortoise toiled day after day, cracking palm nuts until his shell ached and his children cried for more. His back burned under the weight of endless labor, his eyes narrowed with bitter envy as tales of the king's endless banquets drifted through the leaves. Then came the spark. A single ripe palm nut slipped from Tortoise's grasp and tumbled to the forest floor. Before he could scramble down, a woman snatched it up and popped it into her mouth with a satisfied crunch. "You ate my family's dinner!" Tortoise roared, voice cracking like dry lightning. The woman froze, eyes wide. I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was yours." Tortoise's mind raced faster than his legs ever could. A wicked grin crept across his face. "Sorry. Words won't fill my children's bellies. I demand justice from the king himself." The woman's face paled, because she was no ordinary woman. She was the queen. Still, she bowed with grace. "Then come. I will take you to the palace myself." The moment they stepped into the glittering throne room, Tortoise dropped to his knees and wailed loud enough for the rafters to tremble. "Your Majesty," he cried, "your own wife stole from my starving family." The king rose slowly, his kind eyes filled with sorrow. "My friend," he said, voice warm as sunlight, "a misunderstanding should never birth suffering. Take whatever you desire from my palace, anything, it is yours." Tortoise's heart hammered like war drums. He shuffled past piles of gold, past shimmering silks, past jewels that could buy kingdoms, until his eyes locked onto the one object pulsing with forbidden power: the drum. "I'll take that," he declared, pointing a trembling claw. The king hesitated for half a heartbeat, but a promise was a promise. "It is yours." No warning, no whisper of the deadly rule. Tortoise snatched the drum and bolted home, shell rattling with glee. "We are rich!" he screamed to his stunned family. "No more work, no more hunger. Watch this!" Boom! The drum thundered. A feast exploded into existence. Mountains of food, rivers of palm wine, laughter echoing off the walls. For months, Tortoise's family gorged themselves senseless. He grew fat, lazy, and loud, parading through the village with the drum slung over his shoulder. "Look at me now," he bellowed to anyone who would listen. The king's fool who became richer than the king. Who needs to crack nuts when you can command the world? Then came the day the wind turned cruel. Tortoise strutted along the river path, belly swollen, boasting louder than ever, when his foot caught a dry, fallen branch hidden in the grass. Snap! The sound was small, but the universe heard it. That night, still drunk on pride, Tortoise slammed the drum again. "Feast for your king," he laughed. The air tore open, not with food, with steel and fury. Hundreds of snarling warriors poured from the rift, eyes blazing with hatred. "War!" they roared. "We will hunt you forever." Screams shattered the night. Blades whistled past Tortoise's head. His wife grabbed the children as arrows rained like judgment. "Run!" Tortoise shrieked, voice breaking in pure terror. They fled into the darkness, hearts pounding, never stopping until the river swallowed their trail. And there they remain to this day, hiding among the reeds, surviving on fallen fruits, slugs, millipedes, snails, and bitter worms. The magical drum vanished, lost to legend, but the kingdom still searches for it in hushed whispers and hopeful dreams, dreaming of a world where peace is not borrowed, but earned. Now listen closely, because this is the part that will stay with you long after the story ends. True abundance was never in the drum. It was in the steady rhythm of honest work, the quiet grace of contentment, and the courage to walk carefully through life without letting greed blind your steps. When you chase shortcuts and envy what others have built, you may feast for a season, but the branch is always waiting. So today, ask yourself, what drum are you reaching for that isn't yours? And are you willing to walk the path of humility to keep the real magic alive? Drop your answer in the comments. Let's talk about it. The kingdom is still waiting for the next wise soul to find the drum. And this time, maybe get it right.